Love is a command, not a convenience. So I can't love you when I feel like it. I can't love you when I want to. I can't love you when I want something. We so used to people loving us when we want something that when they show us love, we be like, what you want? I got a praying church on this side. John 15:17, let's get it. This is what I command you, that you love and unselfishly seek the best for one another. Scripture. So if I get married, then love in marriage is not enough. People come to us to be like, we want to get married. Why? Because we in love. So? How you know? Because love ain't enough. Because you're supposed to love your enemies. So you want to marry your enemies? And so people caught up in the fog want to get married, want to build a covenant because of love. Well, what are you saying to me? Isn't love enough to get married?
No.
No. Okay, let me say it to you like this. If you honest, there's some people that you don't be around, don't talk to no more, that you love. If you honest, there's some people that you had to break up with, that you still love them, but you knew they wasn't good for you. You're like, it ain't that I don't love you. It ain't you, it's me. It ain't that I don't love you no more. It's just that we not good for each other. It ain't that I don't love you no more. It's just that we shouldn't be together. I still love you, but I can't be with you. So if love can let you break up with your ex and still be in love with them, then why should marriage be a prerequisite for love?
All them bubbles pop. Every last one of them.
And it's immature getting married. Two grown people with a history. Talking about, you don't love nobody else, you never love. Yeah, I love somebody else. Of course I did. This is a lie. I'm a grown person. I done had some relationships. I got to keep such and such out my mind because every once in a while an emotion come up. You ain't the only one for me. You just my one and only. All these people talking about, there's nobody else in the world for me. Okay. Let the right situation happen in the right season. You'll find somebody else and be like, yeah, I love them. Yo, if your spouse died, you still love your spouse. You still love your spouse just because they gone. You don't go, I don't love them no more. You find yourself in a new marriage with a new boo in love, and that boo better be mature enough to know that that person that went to the grave, you still love them.
Because then it was never love.
It was never love.
If everyone that you have loved, and then when you get into a relationship or you get into a marriage, if you don't still love them in a sense, it was never love.
If I don't love you, I never loved you.
So you lied all them years. You was lying. Now that you're on this side, you lied.
That's why when you leave people's life, it don't make no sense to try to tear them down if you told them that you love them. I left your life, but it don't mean I don't love you. I don't have time building a campaign against you. Then it was never love. Because if I ever loved you, I still love you.
And the person in the relationship, you should never make somebody feel like they got to denounce all the people that they love to make you feel like they love you. There's something wrong with you.
That is an insecure love.
Now, I'm not saying they supposed to have these long conversations and all that other kind of stuff.
No calls,
none
no
of that.
Inbox, no contact. The reason why you can't have no contact, because you used to love them. I'm not going to go around my ex like everything. No, we had a soul tie. We had sex. You know what I like. I know what you like. Stay away from me and I'm going to love you from over there. You can't come over. You can't have my new number. Get out my inbox. I can't be around you. It's because I loved you.
So breakup doesn't have to be crazy.
No.
It's just simply, I love you, but we just not good together. Because then now you understand that in marriage, love is not enough, because that's what you're supposed to give to everybody. So now, why do we need to be married? Why do we need to come together and to make a covenant? What are we building together? Those are the questions, not I love you.
So let me answer. Marriage needs expressions of knowledge through experience. Love is not enough. Love is not enough for marriage. If you're going to have a successful marriage, single people, married people, marriage needs expressions of knowledge through experience. The thing that makes your marriage successful is not love. It's expressions of knowledge through continual experience. That's why people walking around with a horrible marriage in love. And then you get in front of somebody and they ask you the dumb question. Do you love each other? Yeah. So, love ain't tearing your marriage up. What's tearing your marriage up is what you don't know. Okay, scripture. Survey says, my people are destroyed because of lack of love. My people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge, because you have what? I will also reject you from being a priest for me, or a representation for me. Look at this. Because you have forgotten the love is the law of your God, I will also. So your children grow up in a house where knowledge wasn't practiced, and they experience lack of love and reflect the love that they experienced because you taught them how not to love, because love or marriage wasn't built on the expression of knowledge through experiences. So if I love you without expecting to receive anything in return, and you love me without expecting to receive anything in return, then what is the basis of our marriage? The basis of our marriage is for me to find out what you need and figure out how to meet and exceed your needs. And that's all we talk about. That's what we talk about at dinner. That's what we talk about on vacation. That's what we talk about when we're together. And if more people was talking about what you need and how I can meet your need and exceed your need, then less people will be arguing about what they need. Or outside their marriage looking for what they need because they don't have it being fulfilled in their marriage. So somebody at work, your work boo know what you need more than your real boo know.
Because you don't have self-love, so you boycotting your marriage. I ain't giving them that. I'm not giving that to them. They don't deserve it. But when you understand truly what love is not about what you can receive, but what you can give. So if you covenant, if you marry somebody, you're in covenant with someone, it is your obligation to love them the way that God says that you're to love them, that expression. So that means that you are to fulfill their needs.
What?
In a biblical sense.
What? In a marriage sense, whatever they need. In a marriage sense, whatever they need. Whatever they need between the two of them.
Right.
The reason why is when third parties get involved in parties where it was only supposed to be two, because somebody is trying to self-fulfill outside of the marriage, then you can never fulfill. Then when you bring that expectation to your marriage, then you got your spouse competing with Debbie Does Dallas. And she trying to figure out where you get this stuff. Why you want this move? Where you see this at? Debbie did it. And so every time you go to bed, there's an invisible individual in your bed that is competing with your relationship. Mostly because you did not communicate that you needed something else in the context. And what you did communicate has to come from your imagination, not something that was put in front of you. That's what makes marriage sexy and fun, is when you keep on exploring. I never figured it out. I don't know. I know what you needed last month, girl. I don't know what you need this month. Teach me what you need. Tell me what you need. Make my kids uncomfortable. My daughter on the second row like, Jesus. I don't never want to arrive in my relationship where I think I know what you need. I'm ever learning. Teach me. what you need. See how that made her feel? The problem is you ain't see enough of that growing up. That's why I feel uncomfortable. So knowledge is a building block for marriage.